Tonight, as the noise of the world fades and your breath becomes quiet again, you are invited into a gentler space, a space where the heart softens, the mind loosens its grip, and the soul finally feels safe enough to rest. This journey is not about trying harder or being perfect. It is about remembering the peace you were born with. Let these Zen stories wash over you like warm evening light, dissolving the weight you've carried all day. You are here to rest. You are here to return home to yourself. Take a slow breath, the kind that feels like a soft invitation inward. Let the air move gently through you, loosening the tight corners of your chest, easing the places where your heart has been holding too much. As you settle into this moment, notice something subtle happening. The world around you begins to blur. The noise begins to fade. And the only thing that feels real is the quiet rhythm of your own breathing. This is the doorway into stillness, not a dramatic silence, not an empty space, but a living, breathing calm that has been waiting beneath the surface of your thoughts, waiting for you to come home. Tonight, we begin this journey not by running away from life, but by coming closer to it, closer than the rush of your day ever allowed. Let's begin with something simple. Your breath knows the way back to peace. When you inhale, feel a soft expansion, like your whole being is being gently lifted. When you exhale, feel the release, as though you're laying down weights you didn't realize you were carrying. Every breath opens a little space inside you. A space where thoughts slow down. A space where old worries loosen their grip. A space where you can listen to the quiet voice you've ignored for far too long. Zen is not about emptying your mind. It is about seeing clearly, feeling gently, allowing without resisting. So, as you breathe now, let everything inside you be exactly as it is. No pressure to fix anything. No urgency to understand everything. Just breathing, like clouds drifting across a vast and open sky. You might notice thoughts arriving, memories from your day, worries about tomorrow, old conversations replaying themselves. Let them come. Let them pass. Your mind is doing what minds do. It moves. It wanders. It circles. It protects. But tonight, instead of chasing your thoughts or arguing with them, just step aside and watch them float by. Gentle, unafraid, like watching leaves drift down a river. You don't need to jump in. You don't need to grab anything. You don't need to follow every story the mind creates. Simply notice and breathe. With each breath, a deeper truth begins to emerge. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness watching them. This understanding is the first step into deep peace. A peace not dependent on circumstances, not dependent on perfection, not dependent on having everything figured out. It is a peace born from presence, from seeing clearly, from gently returning to yourself each time your mind wanders away. Zen masters often say, when you come back to your breath, you come back to your life. And tonight, your breath is guiding you back to clarity, back to softness, back to the quiet truth, hidden beneath the noise of the world. Now imagine this. You're sitting at the edge of a quiet mountain valley. The sun has set, leaving behind a deep blue sky, sprinkled with early stars. A cool breeze brushes past your skin, and the world feels both infinite and gentle at once. In front of you lies a small, still lake. Its surface is like glass, reflecting everything around it. Without distortion, without judgment, without effort, this lake is your mind. When it is at rest, this lake is your heart. When it is allowed to be soft, this lake is your soul. When it finally remembers its own depth, as you watch the water, you notice tiny ripples forming, not from chaos, but from the natural rhythm of life. And you begin to understand something quietly profound. Stillness is not the absence of movement, but the absence of struggle. Your mind is allowed to move. Your emotions are allowed to rise. Your memories are allowed to surface. But you do not need to fight them. You are learning how to rest in the space beneath everything, the space where true peace lives. Take another breath now. Slow, warm, gentle. Feel your shoulders drop a little. Feel your jaw loosen. Feel your stomach uncoil. Feel how your whole being settles, as if the earth itself is holding you carefully. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to become. You are already enough for this moment. And as you settle deeper, you start to sense it, the beginning of a quiet unfolding, like a lotus opening in the dark. Awakening doesn't happen loudly. It happens softly, in breaths like these. You are not falling asleep. You are falling inward, into the place where peace begins. Take a moment to notice your breath again, not to control it, not to improve it, just to feel it. The breath is honest. It never rushes you. It never judges you. It moves at the exact pace your body needs, reminding you that life does not ask for perfection, only presence. As your breathing settles, you might begin to feel something stirring inside you, a gentle awareness rising like warm light at sunrise. This awareness is the part of you that sees without reacting, hears without absorbing, and feels without drowning. It is the quiet witness behind your thoughts, the part of you Zen calls your original mind. Most of your suffering doesn't come from life itself. It comes from the stories your mind tells about life. Think about it for a moment. A conversation happens. Someone frowns. Plans change. Memories resurface. And before you even realize it, the mind begins to weave. What did I do wrong? Why is this happening again? I must not be enough. None of these thoughts are facts. They are echoes, shadows of past experiences, old fears, old stories your mind memorized because it believed they kept you safe. But safety built on fear is still fear. And fear, when unexamined, creates noise so loud that you forget the soft truth inside you that whispers, "You are not your thoughts." Imagine sitting in a small room at dusk. The light is dim, the air is cool, and through the window you can hear distant wind brushing through trees. On the floor in front of you is a small box. Inside this box is every fear you've ever held. The fear of not being enough, the fear of being abandoned, the fear of repeating old mistakes, the fear of being misunderstood, the fear of losing what you love. Now imagine gently opening the lid, not to fight these fears, not to push them back in, but to finally see them. Zen teaches, what you look at with clarity loses its power to control you. So look softly. These fears are not monsters. They are younger versions of you, parts of you that weren't held, weren't comforted, weren't heard. And all they want now is space to breathe. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine placing your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth of your palm. Feel the quiet pulse beneath the skin. Feel how your body responds, softening, loosening, opening. This simple gesture is a kind of homecoming. Your fears begin to settle because they finally feel seen. Your anxieties begin to loosen because they finally feel acknowledged. Your heart begins to soften because it finally feels safe. Not because anything outside you changed, but because something inside you awakened. Now imagine your mind as a vast sky. Thoughts are clouds, some bright, some dark and heavy, some so thin you barely notice them. When a storm forms, the mind often panics. This will never pass. It's too heavy. I can't handle this. But storms are temporary by their very nature. They move, they shift, they dissolve, and beneath them, the sky, your awareness, remains untouched. This is why Zen monks meditate outdoors, not to escape life, but to learn from the sky. Let everything pass. Do not hold what is meant to move. Take a slow, long breath now. Feel it travel through your chest and all the way into your belly. With every inhale, you return to the present. With every exhale, you loosen the grip on the past. You may notice the mind arguing, but I need answers. I need certainty. I need closure. But the truth is gentler. You do not need answers to rest. You do not need certainty to be at peace. You do not need closure to let go. You only need this breath, this moment, this softness. Now imagine yourself standing on a quiet shore. Waves brush the sand, coming forward, pulling back, coming forward again. This is your mind. This is your heart. This is your healing. Not linear, not perfect, not constant, but rhythmic, like waves, like breath, like life itself. Deep peace does not come all at once. It comes the way waves kiss the shore, softly, steadily, without rushing. Tonight, you are learning that peace is not something you chase. It is something you remember. something you return to, something already living quietly inside you. And every breath you take brings you one step deeper into that remembering. As you settle more deeply into the quiet of this moment, you may begin to notice a subtle unease, a small, restless pulse beneath your ribs, a familiar stirring that feels like something in you is still searching. This restlessness is not a flaw. It is not a sign of weakness. It is simply the heart calling for truth. Zen teaches that the heart is like a river, always moving, always seeking, always longing to return to the vast ocean of peace it was born from. But somewhere along the journey of life, the river meets obstacles, stones of fear, branches of expectation, mud of old wounds, and the water becomes troubled. Not because the river is broken, but because it is alive. Think about how many times in a day your heart reaches for something, for reassurance, for belonging, for understanding, for clarity, for the feeling of being seen and held. And yet, life often gives you the opposite: uncertainty, distance, silence, misunderstanding, unfinished stories. No wonder the heart becomes restless. No wonder it struggles to sleep. No wonder it keeps whispering, "Is there peace for me too?" Tonight, we gently answer that question. Yes, there is peace for you, and it begins within. Imagine placing your hand on the center of your chest, right over that restless ache. Feel the energy there, warm, alive, vibrating with everything you have ever felt, but never fully expressed. This place is where longing lives, longing for connection, longing for safety, longing for acceptance from others and from yourself. But longing, when misunderstood, turns into craving, and craving becomes suffering. Zen does not ask you to suppress longing. Zen asks you to see it, to sit with it, to understand its true nature. Because beneath longing is love, and beneath craving is fear trying to protect that love. The heart is not restless because it is broken. It is restless because it is trying to find its way home. Take a slow breath. Imagine your inhale reaching the very center of that longing, touching it with warmth and softness. Then imagine your exhale, releasing the pressure around it, as if you are gently loosening a tight knot. With each breath, the restlessness becomes less frightening, less overwhelming, less like a storm, and more like a wave that simply needs space to settle. Zen teaches, a restless heart is a heart that is ready to awaken. Your restlessness is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're listening. Now visualize this. You are standing in front of a large wooden gate leading to an ancient Zen garden. You push the gate gently, and it opens to reveal a sanctuary, a place untouched by the noise of the world. Stone pathways winding through moss, a koi pond reflecting moonlight, lanterns glowing softly, cherry blossoms floating through the quiet air. This garden is a symbol of your inner world. When you stop trying to control everything, here, Nothing is rushed. Nothing is forced. Nothing is unfinished. Even the fallen petals belong. Even the crooked stones belong. Even the silence belongs. And so do you. Walk slowly through the garden. Feel the cool ground beneath your feet. Hear the soft hum of night insects. Sense the air brushing lightly against your skin. Every step you take, your heart softens a little more. Every breath you take, the fog around your worries thins. Every moment you remain present, you feel closer to something you have been yearning for, your own peace. Restlessness fades, not when the world becomes perfect, but when you stop demanding that it should be. Peace begins not when your past disappears, but when your relationship with it changes. Love deepens not when others meet your expectations, but when your heart becomes spacious enough to hold reality gently. Tonight, as you breathe into the stillness, you are learning the most tender truth of all. Your heart is allowed to rest. You are allowed to feel safe. You are allowed to belong to yourself. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing missing. You are simply awakening. Softly, slowly, beautifully, to the peace that has been waiting inside you all along. Take another slow breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth, letting the weight of the day fall away, as though your body has been waiting for this exact release. Tonight, we step gently into one of the deepest teachings in Buddhism, the truth of suffering and the quiet wisdom hidden inside it. This is not suffering as punishment, not suffering as failure, not suffering as something wrong with you, but suffering as a messenger, a subtle, persistent call from the heart, asking you to look closer, to understand, to awaken. Think about the times in your life when you hurt the most, the moments that felt sharp, confusing, unfair, or unbearably heavy. You survived them. You carried them. You held them inside you like stones in your pocket, not because you wanted to, but because no one ever taught you how to set them down. Zen Buddhism teaches something tender but profound. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is the resistance to pain. It's the clenching, the bracing, the replaying, the holding on long after the moment has passed. Suffering is the echo that lingers when the original sound is long gone. Take a breath. Let that truth settle. Your pain was real. Your suffering was human, and your healing is possible. Imagine yourself holding a smooth stone in your hand. Heavy, cool, perfectly shaped by time. This stone represents one of your old pains. A memory, a heartbreak, a disappointment you've tucked away. You've carried it for so long that it has begun to feel like a part of you. But look at it closely now. This stone is outside you, not inside, not fused to your identity, just something you've been holding. And anything you hold, you can also release. Now bring your attention to your heart, the place where old wounds still echo. When we experience pain, the heart contracts, tightens, pulls inward to protect itself. But protection can become a prison when held for too long. The heart begins to believe that safety means staying closed. Zen invites us to a softer truth. Healing begins the moment the heart unclenches, even if only by a single breath. So breathe, and imagine a small opening, like a window cracking to let in fresh air. The pain doesn't disappear instantly. It doesn't need to. It simply becomes less frightening when the heart is no longer braced against it. Now picture this scene. You're sitting under an old cedar tree. The bark is rough beneath your hand. The earth is cool, and the wind moves slowly, as if the world itself is breathing with you. This tree has lived decades before you were born, and will live decades after. It has weathered storms you've never seen, and survived winters harsher than your sorrows. But the tree does not resist the storm. It bends, it yields, it allows, and in that allowing, it remains rooted, unbroken, alive. You are the tree. Your storms are temporary. Your roots are deep. Zen doesn't ask you to be strong all the time. Zen asks you to be present, to feel honestly, to allow life to move through you, instead of fighting it at every turn. Because when you stop resisting pain, you start transforming it, not by force, but by awareness. Awareness turns pain into understanding. Understanding turns pain into compassion. Compassion turns pain into wisdom. This is how suffering becomes your teacher, instead of your jailer. Take another breath now. Let your chest rise. Let it fall. Feel the warmth of being alive move through you. Every breath is a reminder. You have survived every difficult moment in your life so far. You are stronger than you allow yourself to believe. And yet, you are softer than you give yourself permission to be. Strength and softness, both live inside you. Zen teaches that true peace is born when these two finally meet. Tonight, you are meeting yourself in that sacred middle ground. Not too hard, not too soft. Just present, just honest, just here. Before we close this section, place your hand over your heart again and whisper inwardly, "This pain is not my identity. This pain is my teacher. I am ready to learn gently." Let the words echo inside you like warm light. Let them soften the walls around your tenderness. Let them guide you deeper into the peace waiting beneath every breath you take. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are simply becoming, like light finding its way through the forest. Let your body sink a little deeper into comfort. Feel the weight of your shoulders soften. Feel your hands relax. Feel your breath spread warmth through your chest. Tonight, we explore one of the most misunderstood teachings in Buddhism: letting go. People often imagine letting go as giving up, walking away, or losing something important. But in Zen, letting go means something much gentler, releasing the tightness inside your heart that causes suffering. It is not about losing what you love. It is about loosening your grip so you can stop hurting. Think of something you've held on to for too long. A relationship, a memory, a regret, a hope that hasn't come true, a version of yourself you feel pressured to be. You may not think about it every day, but it sits quietly in the corners of your mind, pulling at you, draining your energy, weighing down your spirit. And yet, you cling to it, not because it brings you joy, but because the idea of releasing it feels like losing a part of who you are. But here is the truth. Zen teaches with so much tenderness. You do not let go to erase the past. You let go to free the present. Imagine a small bird resting in your hands. Your grip is tight because you fear it may fly away. But the tighter you hold, the more the bird struggles, and the more both of you suffer. Letting go does not mean throwing the bird away. It means opening your hands and giving the bird space to breathe. It may stay, it may leave, but either way, the suffering ends. This is what Zen calls freeing both yourself and what you cling to. Take a deep breath. Notice the places in your body that feel tight. Your jaw, your stomach, your chest, your shoulders. These places show exactly where you are holding on. Holding on to expectations. Holding on to timelines. Holding on to the way things should be. Holding on to an idea of how life must unfold. But life does not bloom under pressure. It blooms under space. Now imagine standing in a bamboo forest. The air is cool. The ground is soft beneath your feet. The bamboo sways with the breeze, never resisting, never rigid, never fighting the wind. Yet bamboo is one of the strongest plants on earth. Why? Because it is flexible. It bends. It yields. It moves with life instead of against it. Zen teaches the heart that can bend will never break. Letting go is bending. Bending around the changes of life. Bending around what you cannot control. Bending so that you do not shatter under the weight of expectation. Close your eyes gently. Imagine something you've been holding on to. A feeling, a memory, a person, a fear, a hope that keeps hurting you. Hold it softly in your imagination, like holding a fragile paper lantern. Then picture yourself taking a deep breath and loosening your fingers. Just a little. Not letting it fall, not pushing it away. Just loosening your grip. Feel the freedom in that breath. Feel the relief washing through your body. Letting go is rarely a single moment. It is a practice, a returning, a softening, a remembering that you are allowed to be free. Remembering that not everything is yours to carry. Remembering that your worth does not depend on holding on to anyone or anything. Now imagine a river flowing gently before you. In the water, leaves float by, each leaf representing something you cling to. Some leaves hold memories. Some hold fears. Some hold wishes that didn't unfold the way you hoped. You do not have to throw the leaves away. Just watch them float. Watch them pass. Watch them move at the pace life intends. Zen teaches that the river does not cling to the leaf. It allows, it receives, it releases. This is the art of letting go, not forcing, not forgetting, not destroying, allowing, breathing, opening. Before we close this section, place your hand gently over your heart once more and whisper, "I loosen my grip. I allow life to move. I choose peace over fear." Let the words settle inside you like warm light. Let them soften whatever still feels tight. Let them guide you back to the freedom your soul has longed for, without knowing how to ask. As your breathing steadies, you may begin to notice something underneath the quiet. A faint hum, a soft restlessness, a subtle pull forward. This is the mind's habit of leaning into tomorrow, even when your body is resting. Your thoughts might be running ahead. What if this happens? What if it doesn't work out? What if things fall apart? What if I'm not ready? The mind loves to rehearse futures that have not yet arrived. It does this not to torture you, but to protect you, to prepare you, to keep you safe. But the irony is gentle and profound. In trying to protect you, the mind often steals today's peace, to worry about a tomorrow that may never come. Take a slow breath. Feel the air glide into your chest. Warm your ribs, then drift outward like a soft tide. With each breath, return quietly to this truth. You can only breathe in the present. You can only rest in the present. You can only heal in the present. Tomorrow cannot be lived, only imagined. And imagination, when fueled by fear, becomes suffering. Think of a lantern glowing softly in your hands. Its light is warm, steady, comforting. This lantern symbolizes the present moment. Gentle, soft, enough. Now, imagine trying to shine that lantern 10 steps ahead into the darkness. No matter how hard you try, the light cannot reach that far. The future remains dim because it is not meant to be seen yet. This is why Zen teaches, when you walk, walk. When you rest, rest. It is a reminder that peace only exists in the step you are taking, not the step your mind is imagining. Now, picture yourself sitting beside a calm lake. The water is still, reflecting the moonlight, as if the sky has lowered itself gently to meet the earth. Every worry you carry appears on the surface of the lake as small ripples, moving, shifting, echoing. But the deeper you look, the more you see the truth. Beneath the ripples, the water is untouched, silent, peaceful. Your mind is like this lake. The top layer is where your worries dance. But beneath that, there is a stillness that nothing can disturb. Gently place your hand over your heart again. Feel its slow rhythm. Feel how, even in your most anxious moments, your heart continues beating for you. It does not rush toward tomorrow. It stays here, in this very breath, in this very moment, in this very life. What a beautiful reminder that your body already understands what your mind forgets. You are safe in the present. You belong in the present. You can rest in the present. Now, imagine your worries as small birds fluttering around you, noisy, persistent, overwhelming. If you chase them, they scatter and return even louder. If you fight them, they only flap harder. But if you sit still, if you breathe, if you soften, the birds begin to settle. Some fly away, some rest on branches, and all of them quiet down because you are no longer feeding their panic. Your worries are not threats. They are simply visitors, and visitors come and go. Zen does not ask you to eliminate fear. Zen asks you to cradle the present moment, so gently, so lovingly, that fear has nothing left to cling to. Because fear cannot survive. Where presence is strong, fear cannot grow. Where breath is steady, fear cannot stay. Where the heart feels safe, take a long, slow inhale now. Let it fill the spaces inside you that feel tight or unsettled. Exhale softly. Feel the weight lifting. Inhaling, you return to yourself. Exhaling, you release what isn't yours to carry. Repeat this at your own pace. Each breath saying, I am here, I am now, I am enough. Before this section closes, imagine the worries of tomorrow becoming small paper boats. You place each one onto a gentle stream. You do not sink them. You do not throw them. You simply set them down and watch them drift exactly where they need to go. This is the essence of Zen trust, letting tomorrow take care of itself. While you learn to rest today, and with every breath, you grow softer, quieter, braver, and more present than you were a moment ago. Take another slow breath, the kind that expands your chest and then softens your whole body on the way out. We now step into one of the most transformative teachings in Buddhism, the truth of impermanence, not as philosophy, not as something to memorize, but as something felt deep in the bones, deep in the breath, deep in the heart. Impermanence is the quiet rhythm of everything around you. The sunrise that melts into day, the day that slips into dusk, the dusk that drifts into night, the night that softens into dawn again. Nothing stays. Nothing holds its form. Nothing is frozen. And yet, we humans cling the hardest to the things that are destined to move. A relationship, a moment, a person, a season of life, a version of ourselves. We grasp, we tighten, we insist, stay like this, stay the same, stay with me. But the universe whispers a different truth. All things change because all things are alive. Picture yourself holding a snowflake in your palm. Delicate, beautiful, perfect. You want it to stay, but the warmth of your hand melts it instantly. The more tightly you hold it, the faster it disappears. This is the nature of all things we love. Fragile in form, eternal only in memory, part of a greater flow we cannot control. Impermanence is not the enemy. It is simply the truth. And truth, when met with softness, sets us free. Now imagine standing in an open field, tall grass moves with the wind, swaying like waves in slow motion. Every blade bends, every blade returns. Nothing snaps. This is what acceptance looks like. Not giving up, not surrendering your dreams, but bending with life. Instead of breaking against it, the grass trusts the wind, because it knows the wind will not stay forever. Storms come, storms end. Nothing is permanent, not even the things that feel heavy today. Bring your awareness back to your body. Notice how your breath moves, never repeating the same pattern twice. Every inhale is new. Every exhale is release. You have never breathed this exact breath before, and you will never breathe it again. What a beautiful reminder that living is a series of beginnings and endings, woven into one gentle, continuous motion. Think about a person you once loved deeply. Perhaps your connection changed. Perhaps it faded. Perhaps life pulled you toward different paths. It wasn't wrong. It wasn't a failure. It was impermanence doing what it does, helping two souls grow in directions they couldn't have grown if they stayed the same. Zen says, nothing that leaves you was ever truly lost. It simply changed form. Love becomes a lesson. Pain becomes strength. Memories become wisdom. And endings become openings. Now imagine a river at twilight. The surface glows with fading light. The water keeps moving, not rushing, not resisting, just flowing. You place your hand into the river. The water you touch now is not the same water that touches you a moment later. This is your life, always moving, always changing, always offering you a new chance in every moment. The fear of impermanence comes from a single misunderstanding, the belief that change means losing something. But Zen reveals a softer truth. Change is movement, not disappearance. A leaf falls from a tree, but becomes soil. A wave crashes, but becomes ocean. A moment ends, but becomes memory. A person leaves, but becomes part of your becoming. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is gone. Everything is transforming into its next shape. Take another breath. Let it fill your lungs, and let it carry peace to the tight places within you. As you exhale, feel the weight of resistance loosen. That old habit of demanding life stay the same, when its beauty lies in always changing. You are safe to let life move. You are safe to let seasons turn. You are safe to allow endings, because endings are just gentle beginnings in disguise. Before closing this section, place your hand lightly over your heart and whisper inwardly, I accept the flow. I trust the change. I soften with life. Let these words ripple through you, like warm water moving over stone. Let them settle into the deepest part of your being. Let them remind you that impermanence is not a threat. It is the very reason healing is possible. Let your breath become even slower now. Let it roll in softly and drift out like a warm tide returning to the sea. we are entering one of the most beautiful teachings in Zen. The truth that within you exists a sanctuary that nothing in the world can touch. Not your past, not your fears, not your mistakes, not your worries about tomorrow. There is a quiet room in your heart that remains untouched by all the noise of life. Tonight, you are gently returning there. Imagine walking through a forest at night. The air is cool. The earth is soft beneath your feet. Crickets sing a gentle rhythm, and moonlight filters through tall trees. Like soft silver rain, you're not rushing. You're not searching. You're simply moving with the breath and letting the world settle around you. Suddenly, you notice a small stone path, subtle, almost hidden, guiding you toward a wooden door, glowing faintly in the darkness. This door represents the entrance to your inner sanctuary. You push it open. Inside, the world changes. The room is warm. The light is golden. A small candle flickers with a steady, peaceful flame that seems to breathe with you. There are no judgments here, no expectations, no pressure to be anything other than exactly who you are. In this very moment, this sanctuary is the part of you that has survived every storm, every heartbreak, every fear, every long night you thought you wouldn't make it through. It is the part of you that has never given up on yourself, not even once. Take a slow breath and notice what happens inside this inner room. Your shoulders drop. Your mind softens. Your heartbeat steadies. Your spirit exhales. For the first time in a very long time, this is the truth Zen teaches. Peace is not something you search for. It is something you return to. Now imagine a cushion on the floor, inviting you to sit. You lower yourself gently, feeling the softness beneath you and the warmth surrounding you, like a blanket woven from calm. This is meditation, not effort, not technique, not discipline, just sitting in the presence of your own being, allowing everything inside you to unclench. Thoughts may still appear. They may wander in, like guests opening the door, without knocking. Some thoughts bring memories. Some bring worries. Some bring old conversations you wish had ended differently. Do not push them away. Do not pull them close. Simply bow to them inwardly and let them pass. In this sanctuary, thoughts are visitors, not rulers. Place your hand over your heart now. Feel the warmth there. Feel the steady rhythm of your existence. Your heart is older than your worries, wiser than your fears, kinder than your thoughts. Give it credit for. In the stillness, you begin to sense a deep truth. You are safe inside yourself. You are safe in this breath. You are safe in this moment. Now, imagine a bowl of still water sitting in front of you. The surface reflects your face, softened, calm, illuminated by the glow of the candle. If a thought arises, a small ripple appears on the water. But watch closely. every ripple fades on its own. This is what meditation reveals. You do not need to silence the mind. You only need to stop feeding the ripples. Take another slow breath and imagine your worries as tiny specks of light lifting off your chest and dissolving into the air around you. All the noise, the pressure, the fears, the expectations, they soften, they loosen, they drift away. You remain whole, present, unbroken. This sanctuary inside you is not imagination. It is your true nature. It is waited patiently. Beneath every anxious thought, beneath every heartbreak, beneath every moment of doubt, it is who you were before the world taught you to fear. And tonight, you have found your way back to it. Before this section ends, place your hand gently on your heart again and whisper inwardly, I return to my inner home. I am safe in my own presence. I rest in the peace within me. Let these words settle like warm light in the deepest part of your being. Let your breath settle into an easy rhythm, not forced, not controlled, just naturally falling into a gentle flow. Tonight, we enter one of the most tender teachings in Buddhism: compassion. Not the kind where you force yourself to be kind, not the kind where you ignore your own needs, not the kind that exhausts you, but the compassion that arises when the heart finally understands that every being, including you, is doing the best they can with the pain they carry and the awareness they have. Take a moment to think of someone who once hurt you, not to reopen the wound, but to see the truth behind the hurt. Every harsh word comes from a wounded place. Every cold silence comes from fear. Every betrayal comes from confusion. Every distance comes from someone trying to protect themselves with the only tools they had. This doesn't justify the pain. It simply explains it. And explanations soften the sharp edges of memory, the way warm light softens the corners of a dark room. Now bring your attention back to your breath. Feel your chest rise. Feel it fall. Inside this simple rhythm is a quiet truth. You have hurt others too, not because you wanted to, but because you were hurting as well. This is where compassion begins. Not with guilt, not with shame, but with understanding that we are all fragile creatures trying to find our way home in a world we don't fully understand. Imagine sitting across from your younger self, the version of you who made mistakes, who reacted out of fear, who didn't know how to protect their heart without pushing others away. Look at them gently. See how confused they were, how overwhelmed, how lonely. Would you scream at them? Would you punish them? Or would you place a hand on their shoulder and say softly, "It's okay. You didn't know. You were learning." This is compassion. And this compassion is something you are allowed to offer yourself right now. Now imagine a soft golden light glowing in your chest, warm, steady, alive. With every breath, this light expands a little more, and a little more, filling your ribs, your shoulders, your arms, your face, your entire body. This light is compassion, not something you create, but something that naturally flows. When judgment dissolves, Zen teaches a beautiful truth. Compassion is what remains. When the heart stops defending itself, when you stop proving, stop comparing, stop replaying old battles, you begin to see clearly. You see that others are carrying burdens you know nothing about. You see that the person who criticizes is often the person who feels least worthy. You see that people who distance themselves are usually terrified of being seen. You see that the ones who hurt you most were once hurt deeply by someone else. And slowly, you begin to realize that compassion is not a gift you give others. It is a gift you give yourself, because letting go of anger frees your heart. Letting go of resentment frees your body. Letting go of bitterness frees your spirit. Take another slow breath. Let it enter your chest like soft morning light. Then exhale and feel your entire being soften. Now imagine standing on the edge of a quiet cliff, overlooking an endless ocean. In your hand, you hold small stones, each stone representing a grudge, a resentment, a heaviness you've carried, not because you wanted to, but because you never knew. You could put them down, one by one. Drop each stone into the sea. Listen to the soft plunk as each one disappears beneath the surface. You don't need to know where they go. You only need to feel the lightness in your open, empty hands. This is what compassion feels like. The release of burdens you were never meant to carry forever. Before closing this section, place your hand over your heart again and whisper inwardly, I choose compassion. I choose softness. I choose peace for myself. Let the words echo deeply, like a warm wave, washing over your spirit. Let your breath flow in softly and out even softer. By now, your body is lighter, your thoughts gentler, your heart more open than when we first began this journey. This final teaching brings everything together. The essence of Zen awareness. Awareness is not effort. It is not concentration. It is not discipline. Awareness is the simple, quiet act of noticing your life as it unfolds, moment by moment. Imagine yourself waking at sunrise. The room is dim. The air is cool. Soft light spills gently across your bedsheets. Like warm milk poured into still water. You are not thinking yet. You are simply here. Awake without resistance, rested without effort. This is awareness. Awareness is the heartbeat beneath your thoughts. It is the space between one breath and the next. It is the pause that holds all the softness your spirit has longed for. Zen teaches awareness is the home you've been searching for, not in success, not in perfection, not in control, But in this very moment, in this gentle noticing of your own existence, bring your attention now to the sounds around you. Maybe the faint hum of a fan, maybe the soft shifting of blankets,
Meditation.
maybe the distant
music,
night air moving through the quiet outside.
soft piano,
Notice how everything is softer at night.
gentle,
The light,
flowing water sound,
the thoughts, the sounds, the edges of your own being. This
calm
softness is awareness.
ambience,
Now bring your attention
peaceful
inward
natures,
to your breath, your chest,
slow and
your belly,
intense,
your
long
heartbeat.
photos
Notice how your
relaxation
breath rises,
of many people
even when you're not
know
trying,
before.
falls even when you're not thinking. It carries you, the way ocean tides carry tiny boats, effortlessly. Awareness is trusting this rhythm more than you trust your fear. Imagine walking down a narrow path, lined with lanterns. Each lantern warms the air around it and lights the next step, but no farther. This is awareness. One gentle moment, one gentle step, one gentle breath at a time. You do not need to see the whole path. You just need to see where you are. Now imagine holding a small cup filled with clear water. This cup represents your attention. Most of the time, our attention spills everywhere, into worries, into memories, into conversations that haven't happened yet, into fears we inherited from people who didn't know how to soften. But when you hold the cup with both hands, steady, calm, present, the water becomes still. This is what awareness does to the chaos inside you. Awareness is not something you chase. It is something you remember. You remember that you have a body beneath your thoughts. You remember that you have a heart beneath your defenses. You remember that you have a spirit beneath your stories. Awareness is the gentle returning to what you truly are. Take a slow breath now and feel what it feels like to simply be. No performing, no rushing, no fixing, no proving, just existing. Awareness whispers, "This is enough." Now imagine placing your hand over your heart once more. Feel the warmth, feel the tenderness, feel the quiet aliveness that has always been within you. Awareness is the act of touching this aliveness with kindness, patience, and honesty. You might think awareness requires silence, but Zen says awareness can exist anywhere. In laughter, in movement, in the taste of warm tea, in the moment your eyes meet someone else's, in the feeling of sunlight on your skin. Awareness is the practice of meeting your life as it is, softly, curiously, lovingly. And now, as your mind grows heavier and your breath grows slower, let yourself ease fully into this truth. Awareness is rest. Awareness is home. Awareness is the doorway to the deep peace your soul has been craving. Before this section closes, whisper inwardly, "I am here. I am present. I am awake in peace." Let the words settle like warm sand into the quiet of your being. As this journey slowly comes to a close, take one last gentle breath, letting it rise, letting it fall, letting your whole body soften into the quiet. You have walked through many inner landscapes tonight. The tenderness of your wounds, the weight of your fears, the depth of your longing, the softness of compassion, the truth of impermanence, the sanctuary within your heart, and the awakening of your quiet awareness. Each teaching has brushed against your spirit, like a calm hand, resting gently on your shoulder. And now, a deeper peace begins to take root. You are not the storms you've survived. You are not the mistakes you've made. You are not the thoughts that troubled you. You are not the fears that once felt so heavy. You are the awareness that witnessed it all, steady, patient, untouched. Within you lives a calm that no noise in the world can disturb. Tonight, you return to that place. Let your breath tell you what your mind sometimes forgets. You are safe. You are whole. You are allowed to rest. You belong to this moment, exactly as you are. The path ahead does not need to be known. It only needs to be met. One soft step, one soft breath, one soft awakening at a time. Before you drift into sleep, place your hand over your heart and whisper inwardly, "May I be peaceful. May I be free. May I rest in the calm within me." Let the words settle like warm moonlight, filling every corner of your being. And as your eyes grow heavy, trust this truth. You are not falling asleep. You are falling back into yourself, back into peace, back into softness, back into home.